Okay guys, how you doing out there? My name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Crystal H Technology, the new Platinum 4K cinema screens. Just to add, next, probably in 2 weeks from now, we have a new screen color coming out for the Platinum. It's going to be freaking sick. You're going to love it. I want to add really quick, I want to talk about these dark demonstrations that people do on YouTube. And this is not to put anybody down, but you have to understand that technology changes. It does. It constantly changes all the time, and you have to be the roll with the changes. If not, you become obsolete. You become a dinosaur. Now, when I was coming up, I'm 48, but when I was coming up, projection screens were all white. All of them were all white. There was no such thing as an HD gray screen. It didn't exist. All screens were white. And because of this, these screens have really, really poor gain. You had to have them in very dark environments in order to enjoy the screen. You go back on YouTube, check out some of the older videos where people were doing demonstrations on these older projectors, and you'll see that the screens are all white, and you'll see the environment has to be dark. But in this decade in time, with the technology we have now, there's really no excuse to have a screen in the dark all the time. It just really isn't. Not all the time. You're going to have it sometimes in the dark. If you're watching movies, you're going to have that movie theater setting. But I mean, if you're going to be using it for, TV shows, sports, gaming, stuff like that, you're going to have the lights on. Much like if you have a TV, so you got this big flat screen TV on your wall, of course you're going to have all the lights up if you're watching a movie. But when you come downstairs and you're watching TV, or you're watching, like I said, TV shows like Hulu or Netflix, or you're doing a little gaming or whatever, your environment's going to be well lit. So, if people who design screens want their screens to be HD TV like, well, it must be able to perform in the same environment as an HD TV. Now, let's just say I'm going to come downstairs, I'm going to watch some sports, some football, right? Now, what I would have to do, with some people, you would have to close your blinds. I probably would have to cover that right there because there's light cascading. Couldn't have that 500-watt bar light in the middle of the screen. That would definitely be a no-no. And I could not have the overhead lights on. Not even the lights in the kitchen, in the dining room. I couldn't have this on because this right here would affect the screen. Also would have to come in here and I would have to close my windows. So pretty much it'd be really dark in here. So this is the problem we don't have with our screens, because our screens use something called smart technology gain. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put in my 500-watt bar light. All right, so 500-watt bar light's on. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit my lights. Usually you're thinking this is a lot of light, especially in this environment for this screen. And the thing about it is, if you're doing, I've seen people using a short throw projector in a dark environment. Are you kidding me? Short throw? Wow, that's not good. If you're using a short throw projector and you're boasting your screen is good, that is not good at all. That's bad. That's really bad. All right, so let me open up the blinds here, because when the blinds open up, some light in my environment would be fully lit, huh? Nobody wants to be sitting in the dark all day. Okay, let's watch some football highlights. This man's me bumping the crap out of my chair, or my wife's chair. Look at it. Lights on. I can sit there in my chair. My wife can sit in her chair, and we can sit here and watch the game. And we got the blinds open. I got light cascading from my window that comes in and hits the screen. Now, usually, like I said, if this was back in the era where I came up and projection screens were all white, I would have to cover that window, pull down those blinds, turn off that light. Definitely couldn't have that 500-watt bar light in there. Had to close the windows back there, and the room would have to be pitch black dark, because any light would affect the screen. Now mind you, that's my NEC short throw right there on the floor. And even with a short throw, if you're using a short throw projector, you're doing your demonstrations in a dark environment, that's not good. That's really not good. That shows your screen has very poor gain capability. Now look at this. Like I said, look at my environment compared to what you will see on YouTube when it comes to anybody else's environment. This is a very well lit environment, and then consider the fact that my screen is 150 inches, 16:9, so it's freaking huge, and it's taking on all this light. Now we're going to go over into the dining room area. Come over here. See all the light we have in here? There's my screen. If you look at my environment, look how bright my environment is. Look at this. My environment is bright. All right, watch this. I'll turn out this light right here. So I got my window open over here. You can see how much light's coming in from my window. Like I said, I don't consider this to be ambient light hitting my screen because it's nowhere near my screen. Now that would be more near my screen. As you can see, the light cascading right from here to here. That's more near my screen. Over here we have the 500 watt bar light. In the kitchen I have some light that comes in and hits here. That right there does most of the damage because it's right up on top of the screen. And the screen being around 8 feet high, yeah, it's hitting the screen. There's no cloaking my screen in the dark. Nope. Alright, let's come out of here real quick. Let's drop this video. Come out of here real quick. Okay, sorry about that, people. But yeah, like I said, you should be able to use your screen in a fully lit environment. If you can't use a screen in a fully lit environment, there's just no point. All right, check this out. And you can see how much light's hitting my screen. Look at that part right there. That's how much light's hitting the screen. Now I just want to add real quick, the Platinum 4K Cinema, as I said, we have a new color coming out. But also too, we have a 120-inch 16:9 motorized tension projection screen coming out and an outdoor screen coming out very soon. The screens are available in blackout cloth. We are going to be bringing a 239.1 blackout cloth to the Platinum 4K Cinema lineup. You see how much light? This is light that's coming in here and here and hitting this screen. I have light coming in from my window. Like I said, now look at my environment. Look at my environment. Look how much light is in this environment compared to most demonstrations you see on projection screens on YouTube. Look at this. Screens are absolutely fantastic. Imagine watching the game with your friends over. Fully lit environment just looks absolutely fantastic. Even with a 500 watt bar light taped on the screen. Shows that the screen does not escape any ambient light whatsoever. Okay guys, I'm Kenneth Bird for the Platinum 4K Cinema screen. Sorry about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video demonstration. These screens are available now on our website. Thank you all for watching.